Hey, I'm Danielle, and what we're talking about today is how you might be holding yourself back. So, the question that you can ask yourself here is: are you ready for your dream job to arrive? If I handed it to you right now, how would you react? And this actually makes me think the way that I first kind of thought about this is last Christmas, I was driving with my family down to Florida to visit my grandma. And for some reason, like this random thought popped in my head. I was like, you know who's a great, very talented person? Idina Menzel. And this is the woman from Broadway, from Wicked and Rent. She was on Broadway and in the movie. And I'm not super familiar with like musicals or anything. I mean, I did see both, but it's not my world. So I was just so kind of thrown off that this just popped in my head. And then when we got there later that night, my grandma had the TV on, and the show, what's it called? Something Boss, Undercover Boss came on, and it was an episode about her. And it was so crazy because I had been thinking about her earlier, and then she popped up on the TV, so I was really intrigued. So I ended up watching this whole thing, and I was so excited and inspired that she was helping these actresses. I actually teared up a little bit because it was incredible how they were breaking into such a competitive industry, and yet they were ready. They might have been nervous, they might have been scared, but they were ready. So as soon as they found out, oh my gosh, this is actually one of my heroes, not this, awkward undercover person here. As soon as they found out who she really was and she offered them these incredible opportunities, they just burst into tears and they were like, oh my gosh, I am so ready for it. Let's go. Let's do this. One of them was this woman. She said, I've got a year of rent for you in New York City. Let's go. And she was like, this is incredible. I will move there tomorrow. This is my dream. She knew what she wanted and she was ready to take it. She might have still been scared, but she was ready to go for it. And I just watched this and I was just, so incredibly inspired by it, because I realized too that there were certain areas where if someone handed me the perfect opportunity that I said I wanted, I would have still maybe had some hesitations. Maybe there's some mental stuff that I needed to work through on my own first. And so when we think about career stuff, are you literally ready? Is your resume up to date? So if someone reached out to you and said, hey, send me your resume, you could say, here you go, because I've had it on both sides there where it's been ready or it's not been ready, and that's kind of a sign of how I'm doing mentally too. And so looking at what's going on inside your head, are you ready that even if you're going to be a little scared, if someone offered you what you'd consider a dream job or a dream opportunity or even a contact that might get you there, are you eagerly jumping in without hesitation? And I just think this is so important to see what kind of mental work do you need to do, or what kind of literal preparation do you need to do so that you have this feeling that if someone just came to you and said, here's exactly what you're looking for, you would just be thrilled and ready to go. Again, it's going to still take courage, but it's going to be something that you do not hesitate. So that's a little tip for today, and hopefully an entertaining little story. And I will talk to you soon.